Hi everyone, my name's Gabi from the Kia Hyundai channel, and this is finally the 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe XRT. I'm so excited to film this video. It's going to be a quick one, but we're going to try to give you all the there is to know about this vehicle. As you can tell, I'm very excited. Looking at the headlights, we get the standard LED H motif headlamp with LED daytime running lights, LED headlamps, and LED day positioning lights. Oh boy, this is a lot. We also have LED turn signals, and they are amber and they look beautiful in action. If you take a closer look at the front grille, you can see it is a dark chrome finish, and you have your fully seamless horizon style daytime running light all the way across. So a big H. And if you pay close attention to this video, I want you to do an H count. How many H motifs can you find throughout this video? I'm watching you. Right down here, we do have our active air grille shutters, so allowing airflow into the engine. We also have our air curtains along the side, front parking sensors all across the front bumper. And if you take a closer look at this front bumper, do you see another H? Because I sure do. This might be the biggest one on the vehicle. Coming around, we'll take a look at these wheels, and these wheels are exclusive to the XRT trim level. They're 18-inch glossy black alloys with all-terrain Continental tires. Absolutely rugged design. I really like how this vehicle kind of takes rugged and meets refinement. So when you hop in the cabin, you'll have a lot of comfort features, luxury features that will truly make this vehicle fun to drive and comfortable to drive. Up at the very top, you do have a raised roof rail with a nice black satin finish that ties in very nicely with your grab handles, allowing you to hop up there and grab whatever it is you need to get. Coming along to the back, I'll have measurement Mike come on in, and you won't believe how wide this cargo access is. Mike,
Definitely.
measure.
Let's actually check here.
Okay,
we'll go diagonally end to end.
Just a proof, make sure he's not lying.
I'd say really about 52.5 inches across.
It's huge.
As someone who moves a lot of stuff around, this is very key.
It's
very
pretty
key.
impressive. Now we'll take a look inside, and I'm also going to give you guys the engine specs because this vehicle packs a major punch. I hope you're keeping track of the amount of H's. Under the hood, we have a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 277 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. To that, you're tied to an 8-speed dual clutch transmission with paddle shifters, and this vehicle is a ton of fun to drive. Now, if you're curious about the other trim levels of the Hyundai Santa Fe, it's standard with a 1.6 liter turbocharged hybrid engine. That's right, standard hybrid.
All right, everyone, now I have the awesome opportunity to walk you through the cabin of the XRT, and something I want you to keep your eyes out when you're going through is look at all of the rugged detailing that we see even inside the vehicle. So definitely keeping it consistent with the exterior design. So let's hop in, we'll take a look at our handy step here, and let's enjoy the ride on the inside too. So hopping in, if you take a look at the door, you're going to see, again, we're keeping consistent with a lot of those darker chrome elements. We have some great textured paneling here, and even the speaker design is keeping consistent with what we see on the outside. Now for comfort features, is check out how comfortable these seats are, and not only are they comfortable, but they're also going to be heated for you and ventilated. I had to double check that as I was looking at the climate. Also, we have lots of different ways to configure your seat. And that even includes lumbar supports. We have two-way lumbar support for the driver and our steering wheel. Now, this is going to be leather wrapped, and it is fully heated, again, for your comfort. And something a little bit different, instead of seeing our typical Hyundai logo in the center, we actually have the 4 dots, which is your Morse code for H. Of course, other features that we're gonna have is we're gonna have some sporty paddle shifters just behind, and then we also have our driving controls and our media controls. This vehicle is also equipped with tow mode, so you're able to go and see the controls for that down here, but you're also able to adjust it in your big screen, which we will show as we move over to our settings. Now behind the steering wheel is we're gonna have a huge curved display, and this is curved, that way it's angled towards the driver, and you can see we have our digital speedometer, we've got our digital tachometer, and through there we're able to cycle through various different items that we have as well. I'm going to have Gabi come around to the side, that way we can really focus on the 12.3-inch infotainment screen.
Charlotte mentioned the tow mode. I'm happy to say that this vehicle can tow up to 3,500 pounds when properly equipped. But on the XRT trim, you can notch that up to 4,500, which is quite impressive.
Welcome inside. Please, get comfortable. So right off the bat, the item that I am the most excited for is going to be your infotainment screen. Like I said, it is the 12.3-inch screen. And usually when it comes to this screen is we do not have wireless CarPlay or Android Auto, but do you guys see any cords? Because I don't. And that's because this is running the new software. We've got the OTA software in this vehicle, which enables us to have a wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. And if you don't believe me, let me prove it to you right now. And oh my goodness, what's that? Did you know that Gabi and I here at the Kia Hyundai channel have our own podcast? So make sure that you stream that through your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on all of your drives. Now let's take a look at the other software that we have in this vehicle. Of course, here's your new software, taking a new look at the design of the screen. A lot of these elements, they're not set up because we're not connected up with BlueLink, but you're still able to access all of your settings, user profiles, the vehicle for safety features, and everything along those lines too. Now let's move down, and here on the vehicle, I'm gonna have Gabi give a little bit of a pan along the dash because you're gonna see a lot more of that H motif matching the front grille coming into play, specifically when it comes to your air vents too. Now for climate control, we do have a dual zone climate control in this vehicle. So what that means is I can have my own temperature and Gabi can have her own temperature. And that is shown here on this 6.6 inch climate display. And it does give a little bit of haptic feedback too as you're touching the buttons. Above that, you're still gonna have your media control. So I love this vehicle because you still have real buttons and you still have real dials for ease of control. And then a lot of the other features that we have are going to be down beneath with these toggles. So we do have drive and terrain modes, which is essential on this vehicle, especially since it is such a rugged all-wheel drive vehicle. So we have normal, sport, and a customizable My Drive. And then for terrain modes, we're also going to have snow, mud, and sand. And snow is definitely going to be an amazing feature here for our Canadian winters. Now for other items that we have is we're still going to have our parking camera and those parking sensors, which Gabi mentioned. Now the tailgate is open, which is why it's going to look like that, but you can see that the picture on it is crystal clear. Taking a look again on the inside of the cabin is we do have a one wireless phone charger. If you would like to, you would have to go up to the ultimate calligraphy. But you also, and I love this feature as Hyundai has started to introduce it, have lots of opportunities for connectivity or charging. So you have a USB-C here, which can either be for charging or for connectivity if you want to use a wired CarPlay. And then you also have another one for the passenger or if you need to charge any other devices. Up top, we have a sunroof, and it's also trimmed in with this gorgeous cloth color, nice and light, keeping the cabin very airy for a rugged vehicle. And let's talk about storage and center console. We have two nice deep cup holders, and you have lots of ways that you are able to maneuver your items in, whether you want to store a device in there or not. And check out this nice center console too, fairly deep, and it has an LED light on the inside. Now there's tons of usable storage in this vehicle, and down below we have another storage compartment with your 12 volts. And Gabi, why don't you show the glove box?
All right, so the glove box is quite impressive. So you have one down below here, which is packed, but we also have a secondary storage compartment right up top. And now, since this vehicle does not have a sunglass holder, I think this is the perfect spot to store your sunglasses or any sort of needs you can grab and go on your drive. Built-in sunshades that clip in nice and easily. And inside the cabin, Charlotte, what do we have?
So this cabin is incredibly spacious, and check out all of the headroom I have and also the legroom. So I love this vehicle, especially with the key details that they have put. So again, keeping it consistent with that H motif on the back of both of these seats. And there's a lot going on the back of these seats. You also have two little hooks that you could use for shopping bags or your bags. You have a plastic privacy compartment and a USB-C. Now the center is where we're going to get things a little bit more funky, because you have your pull-out storage compartment back here. So how nice would it be to put your wallet or phone or keys back here too? You can slide back in. And now when it comes to seats, these seats are incredibly comfortable. They have a little bit of a quilted detail to them as well. And in your middle seat, we'll show that. Look how wide this is. So not only is it an armrest, but it's also your cup holders. And this seat is incredibly, I'm surprised at how wide it is for this vehicle, if I'm being completely honest. So you know that even if you're sitting in the middle, you're gonna have a fair bit of room. And because this vehicle is a lot wider than what we've seen previously, I can see perfectly through the windshield, through the cabin. I don't feel claustrophobic at all. It's so comfortable. The hump also is not that big, so you can see that even though this is an all-wheel drive vehicle, my feet are still firmly on the floor. They're not hitting my chest or anything along those lines.
Hopping into the back has never been easier. Utilizing these side steps really helps if you're someone who's a bit shorter like me, heels not included. We also have the button on the very top shoulder portion of the seat that I can easily push down. It'll knock the seat forward, slide it on its rails, and then we have a handle right over here. Grab this handle, take a step in, and usually the seat's folded up, but I'm gonna squeeze in here and take a seat in this seat. In the very third row, there's a good amount of space. We have cup holders, vents, AC control, and USB-Cs with a household outlet right inside. This back seat, it's actually quite spacious. I know this is a very awkward angle, but I have a very, very nice amount of headroom, LED lighting back here, and just a lot of space to comfortably enjoy my ride. One last H count, and that brings us to the end of today's short but sweet video.
Thank you guys so much for joining us as we took an exclusive first look at the Santa Fe XRT. And guys, don't worry if you are feeling anxious and ready for more Santa Fe content. Stay tuned. We do have some more coming sooner than you might think. So if you have not already, please subscribe to the Kia Hyundai channel, like this video, and leave a comment. And let us know, what do you like about this redesign of the Santa Fe, and what trim are you most excited to see next?
And if you're looking to get behind the wheel of one of these yourselves, don't forget to check out our channel, because we actually work for 2 Hyundai dealerships, 1 Kia dealership, and any of these stores will be happy to assist you in your new car buying journey. Now, we are located in Ontario, Canada, and we can only sell within the province, but regardless, we're still so happy to help you out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.